After an amazing award season, Ke Huy Quan received an Oscar for his role in Everything Everywhere All at Once, marking his comeback to the limelight 40 years after he gained fame with his appearances in iconic 80s movies like The Goonies and Indiana Jones. However, despite his prominence in those movies, Quan experienced a decline in work opportunities during the late 80s and 90s. In this video, we will take a look at how Ke Huy Quan rose from living in a refugee camp to winning an Academy Award. Let's get started. Born in Vietnam, Ke Huy Quan migrated to Los Angeles with his family in 1979, where his mother took 3 of his 9 siblings, and his father took him to a makeshift refugee camp in Hong Kong. During his acceptance speech for the Best Supporting Actor Academy Award, Quan described his journey to stardom, which began with spending a year in a refugee camp and eventually finding himself on Hollywood's biggest stage. When asked about his experience on the boat that took him to Hong Kong, Quan recalled feeling confused and unsure about leaving his home and traveling with 3,000 strangers in the middle of the night. Upon arrival, he and the other refugees were forced to remain on board the boat for over a month. Life in America wasn't any easier for Quan and his family, who were labeled as fresh off the boat, and faced ridicule from their peers. Quan noted that such experiences had a crucial impact on his mental state as a child. In 1983, a search was conducted by casting directors for a young Asian boy to be featured in a Steven Spielberg movie, which brought them to Quan's Chinatown School in Los Angeles. Quan, who was 12 years old at the time, only attended the audition because his brother wanted to go. Initially, Quan had no intention of auditioning, but the casting director encouraged him to do so after witnessing how he was coaching his brother. Eventually, Quan was offered the role of Short Round in the movie Indiana Jones and the Temple of Doom. Quan expressed his gratitude towards the casting director, saying that he not only taught him a lot, but also changed his life in a wonderful way. The experience made him fall in love with acting, and he has since held fond memories of it. Despite having never watched an American film prior to being cast in Indiana Jones, Quan admits that he fell in love with acting as a result of the experience. He never imagined that he would become an actor, but the movie altered the course of his life and that of his family's. Ke Huy Quan, who had just appeared in Indiana Jones and the Temple of Doom, landed a role in the 1985 hit film The Goonies. However, he struggled to find roles in American films after the success of The Goonies. The turning point in Quan's career came in 1993, when he lost a small role due to the limited opportunities available for Asian actors in Hollywood. Quan made a tough decision to step away from acting in the early 2000s. While visiting his sister's travel agency at the Bamboo Plaza in Los Angeles, he coincidentally met an old friend, Corey Yuen, who was directing the filming of Lethal Weapon 4 there. This encounter led to Quan's career as a stunt coordinator. After completing his film school education at USC, Quan became a successful assistant director and stunt coordinator. Yuen later offered him a job to choreograph action sequences for a new project called X-Men, which resulted in Quan traveling to Toronto to work on the film. Ke Huy Quan told Variety that it was actually the 2018 romantic comedy Crazy Rich Asians that inspired his return to acting. His first role was for the 2021 Netflix movie Finding Ohana. Ke Huy Quan's new agent offered him the script for Everything Everywhere All at Once. Despite spending the pandemic trying to stay safe at home, Quan felt nervous as no other acting jobs were coming his way since the release of the movie was being delayed. His only hope of qualifying for health insurance was to get at least one acting job, but unfortunately, he was unable to secure any. As a result, he lost his health insurance in 2021, which made him realize that his entire career was dependent on the success of the movie. In a conversation with the film's producer, he asked if he was good in the movie since no one wanted to hire him. The producer advised him to be patient, and after the movie's release, Quan's life has changed for the better. Well, that's it for today. If you enjoyed watching this video, please give it a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe to our channel for more content like this.